Hey, Dave.
Hey, Ashley of SugarLimeBlue.
Welcome to the Saturday Chat.
Welcome to Saturday Chat.
Welcome to the Saturday Chat. I don't know everybody by name. There's handles.
There's lots of people.
There's lots of people. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Glad you're joining us.
So today's Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. And we got a shout out coming out.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the lovely people what it is?
K.D. Lang's Constant Craving.
From her biggest hit.
Do you pronounce it
from
Ingenue?
her biggest album, Ingenue, I thought.
I think it's Ingenue, but I don't know.
Ingenue.
I don't.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This week's getting off on a good foot.
Already started.
Already discrepancies.
It's a great album. I'll say that. However
Great album,
you pronounce it.
a pure voice.
So great. So I read literally just right now that Constant Craving topped out in the U.S. 38th on Billboard.
That's crazy.
Get this. Her only top 40 song in the U.S., which I believe is a travesty.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she didn't write a lot of her own songs. Did you
She
know?
wrote this one with another Canadian.
Did you know also
Ben, I think,
she considers herself a one-hit wonder?
What?
Yeah.
No, KD.
No.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Fantastic. Like, some of us are latecomers to the K.D. Lang fan club, but we are
not latecomers.
I am.
Just learning the song gave you even more respect, maybe.
I had listened to, actually, I guess it was about 6 years ago, 2018, 2019, which that hurts to say that was 6 years ago already. Russ said, listen to this one. And I had it on in one of our CD players that we have tucked around our property, and had listened to it quite a bit while I was doing some painting, and just really, really enjoyed it. But when he passed, I kind of stepped away from it. It was K.D. Lang and King Crimson both gave me big Russ vibes, so it was really hard to do listening of that music.
It's interesting because getting back to her view of herself, I don't think that it's possible, because she's definitely one of those artists that was highly considered by the critics. Like, she won a Grammy for her album before Ingenue, which was her first album, by the way. Her first
this was the
album.
second solo album.
So she actually, did you know she started off as a Patsy Cline tribute artist?
I was going to say, who else was she with? Because I just read.
So she
that.
actually
I could
started
see that,
in
though.
Canada in high school. As early as middle school, she started pursuing singing. She really wanted to be a singer. And she fell in love with Patsy Cline, and she started a Patsy Cline tribute band.
I could see her singing Patsy Cline
very
well.
And did you know that I thought the name of the Patsy... It's so good. The name of the Patsy Cline tribute band was the Recliners.
Clever you.
It was so good. It's so good. So they had a couple albums out. They started off that way. Then they started writing material and recording it as a band.
All right, I got to go listen to the Recliners. We'll see you guys next week.
So they started recording it as a band, and then KD, I guess the guy that managed the band, somewhere around then, she started getting a manager, and she released a solo album, but didn't stop working with the band. And the third album that was by the Recliners, that was their last one, because when she recorded the solo album, she actually won a Grammy in the U.S.
She had done that was a lot of work. 3 albums is a lot of work to put in.
Yeah, so they'd done that, and then
even if
her
the songs
first album
written.
as a solo artist, like I said, it won a Grammy, it won some Juno Awards, and from there, it was the next album was Ingenue, and we know the song was huge. Well, in my mind, it was huge. It was much higher than 36th or 38th
38.
or whatever it ranked.
Should have been more.
Should have been number one. She did a MTV Unplugged, so she definitely had status in the era, you know? Not just everybody was running around doing MTV Unplugs. I mean, it was like Nirvana and Paul McCartney and other very huge artists were doing this. 10,000 Maniacs, I think, did one that was a great one. That was some great live music. I loved the MTV Unplugged series. I thought they did some really good stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the instrumentation in her music's really good. I've heard it, like, it's funny, I guess, once you get a label, sometimes you can't really shake it, but they, categorize a lot of her music as country and western, which I don't really see.
Weird
it's
to
more
me.
like pop to me.
That's how she was rated in the U.S. Or actually in the U.K. was pop. She won a Grammy for top female pop artist, I believe it was, of 1992. I could be getting my dates a little wrong, but...
So, tremendous, though, nonetheless. I really respect her. I think she's a great musician.
We watched some, in the learning of this song, we watched some of the live versions, and I thought... we watched the MTV Unplugged one. Of course, that was back from, like, around the time it was out. But then we watched some more recent ones, which I thought her voice has aged beautifully.
Yeah, she's 13 years older than I am, so we won't go into how old that is.
It has nothing to do with it. When you use your instrument so much...
It's like a fine wine.
There's a wearing down that can happen. Yeah. And I know that people have heard, their favorite musicians age... And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's more interesting.
Right.
Sometimes people feel like it ruins the experience of their memory of their favorite artist.
Right, because they can't live up to the old sound that they used to make.
Yep. And I don't think she's one of those artists. I think were she to go on tour right now, she would wow her.
I don't know if she went on
audience.
tour right now or recently or going soon. Oh, it's also very close to her birthday, by the way. She just had her birthday on November 2nd.
Hey, so, that's my sister's birthday.
So
nice.
Good timing with that. But also, I don't know if it's like coming up or just happened, but it was the 21st. Like she was saying, I saw an interview with her, I guess like back towards the beginning of when we were thinking about doing this song. More recently, and she was talking about how she can't find many reasons to go on the road anymore.
Yeah.
But one thing that she thought was a great idea to go on the road was that it was the 25th anniversary of Ingenue. And she looked forward to, she said that she still loved that album very much and was looking forward to touring it. And I don't know if it was an interview. I'd have to look it up and see if she's touring that album soon.
Because I was reading about her not feeling like the muse, so to speak, had visited her in a while, and she was okay not writing more music and not recording new music, that she was happy with her life, which that we all would be. That what a beautiful place to arrive at, that we're happy with our life and we feel like our art has fulfilled us and its purpose, that we're okay whether we make more of it or not. What a beautiful place to arrive at.
She has like 8 albums.
It's a lot, plus the recliners, which I didn't even know about.
Maybe not 8, but she has a very big body of work that I'm unfamiliar with. That I'm going to have to be digging into.
I know, like I want more. Just watching some of those live performances in which she had a xylophone player. Who can be mad at that?
Here's something I had to look up because I was very curious. I was wondering if she played an instrument. So I looked up one of her albums, and she was credited as playing acoustic guitar, mandolin, and tambourine, and tambula,
I don't know what that
and
is.
A couple
That
other
sounds like something you
that
eat.
Seemed, very rootsy.
Okay. I just know like the performances that we watched. She gives such a lovely show and so much beautiful energy, even without holding an instrument or like playing a part on the instrument. Like I understand why she would just hold the microphone. I understand as an audience member.
I think she brings huge Sinatra vibes.
Yeah, like kind of crooner vibes. Yeah, I find her enchanting to watch. Yeah. Very happy.
So that brings us to. You guys have to tune in tomorrow and check it out.
Yeah, Constant Craving. Also, like I think of Constant Craving, like when I think I know it means other. It means something else, which they came up later and said it was a concept of the cycle of life and death over and over again. And but that wasn't really their inspiration, though it is part of that. When I hear Constant Craving, I automatically think food.
I don't. When I think of the song, I just think of like a hunger for more.
Just anything?
Of life. Like, just like the people that go through life searching for more. Like, they just
okay.
want more. They just want more. Like, they can't be fulfilled, or like, and it makes sense. Like, it always has been that way.
Yeah.
People always want more. And whether it be, food or money.
I was just thinking, like, as we come into, at least in the States, as we come into our Thanksgiving season, like, what is the craving? Like, you have to have on your Thanksgiving plate.
It has to be
like,
on
what
the
has to be?
meal.
What is the craving for Thanksgiving? And, like, you could take it or leave it the rest of the year, but what is the must-have for your family for Thanksgiving? And for those of you outside of the States, like, is there maybe even a Christmas meal, like something that is family tradition, or it has to be like
sweet potato casserole or cranberry sauce? But I could eat like sweet potato casserole throughout the year, but cranberry sauce, I could really take it or leave it.
What?
Yeah.
I love cranberry sauce.
But I love it at Thanksgiving. It kind of rounds out the meal.
I like cranberry sauce. Fresh out of the can.
For me, it's more of a certain spread. It's
the jelly one.
It's a certain assortment of foods.
Mixtures of food.
Yeah, it's like not just necessarily one that makes that way. So, anyways.
Yeah, I have to think on my craving. You guys tell us what are your
Tell
craving?
us what your Thanksgiving lineup has to be, and let us know if Katie Lang's been on your radar, or if this is something new to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's go together. We're gonna go discover some. What are your, and if you've been on the Katie Lang bandwagon, what's next for Dave and I? What should we really, like, what album or what songs?
I think I want to check out Shadowlands. That's the first.
Sounds
place to enter.
great. Sounds great. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow with
Constant
a special
Craving.
Sunday shout out.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
See you tomorrow. These are good.
These caramels are fantastic.
I might crave them.